What's up guys, Alex from FIFA Scouting Tips here, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 12 of Pompey Youth Stars. We are now in the January transfer window, and we have a few players up for loan in our team to get a bit more experience, and if you think there's any players that I should bring in, any areas that need strengthening, or any other players that I should get rid of, please do let me know in the comments below, and we'll get some transfer business done soon. Don't forget also, as usual, the Scouting On contest is on. I'll give you all the details at the end of the video, so stick around for that. So yeah, we're in the January transfer window, and we have this game against Aston Villa up next, so let's see how we do against them. I made a poor start and gifted Villa their first chance, just passing the ball to them. Luckily for me, they didn't even manage to hit the target from that chance. They had another shot soon after, though, a rasping effort that was well saved by Brown, a good parry there to keep out their shot. But I just was not performing today. I couldn't pass properly to my teammates. I was giving the ball away so often to Aston Villa. My only real threat was through Ajay Boateng down the wing, and he was causing them all kinds of problems. Didn't come to anything this time, but he got up and kept on trying. This time he managed to beat his man and get to the byline and put a cross in. Unfortunately, there was no end product though. No one got on the end of the header, and then the shot when it came to Lodgin was pretty poor in the end, to be honest. But Ajay Boateng, like I said, was my main threat, causing them all kinds of problems. They just couldn't handle his pace and his dribbling. He was my main threat. This time, for some reason, he just ran over the ball, which is a bit annoying. But it came in at half-time, 0-0, and Aston Villa were really running things, to be honest. Apart from Ajay Boateng, I just had nothing. I couldn't really pass properly. I didn't have any shots on target. They had the majority of the possession and the shot count. I decided to change it at halftime, take off Nichols and bring on Coyne, and switch to a 4-4-2 with two strikers up front, in the hope that that would make me a bit more attacking and I have more attempts on goal. So I tried to cross it in. Lodgin's volley was really poor, but the rebound almost caught the goalkeeper out. Wasn't a great effort, but it was something at least. We did manage to win a free kick on the edge of the box, but it was pretty much wasted. Didn't even hit the target from that one. Aston Villa showed me how it's done though, fooling me with a really good free kick routine and then smashing it into the top corner. That shot was absolutely unstoppable. Fair play, that was a really good goal. Found myself 1-0 down, and Aston Villa almost made it 2 pretty much straight afterwards. They wasted a really good opportunity there from the header, and I was kind of reduced to just pot shots. I had no pace up front. That one from Paula, easily saved by the goalkeeper, and it wasn't until the very last minute that I had a decent chance with Coyne. His persistence paid off, and he won the ball back, but the shot was just so weak in the end. The goalkeeper easily dealt with it, and that was all there was time for. It was a pretty disappointing showing, to be honest. We ended up losing 1-0. Aston Villa had the majority of the possession. They had more shots and more shots on target. I just really didn't do enough to win this game or even get a draw, to be honest. Apart from Ajay Boateng in that first half, nobody really played that well, and even then in the second half he kind of got shut out a bit. They cottoned on to his act and managed to shut him out of the game. Came in at the final result, and only one person had a decent rating, and that was Brown in goal. Pulled off a couple of very good saves. No one else really did enough though, and to be fair, Aston Villa's goal was an absolute scorcher. It was a really good goal, so I didn't mind losing a goal to that, I suppose, and I didn't, like I said, just didn't do it enough to win. So it came out 1-0 losers to Aston Villa. Okay, straight after that game we have a transfer offer for Kelvin Bong, and actually we have two. One is from Villarreal, the other from Bristol City. First one's £9.5 million, but my chief exec says his value is between £10.3 and £16.7 million, so they haven't even met the minimum value for him. And Bristol City offering £2.9 million, which is probably just a joke really. So I'm going to safely say that we can reject all offers, because I'm not interested in selling Bong, particularly not for £2.9 million. But I'm not really interested in selling him at all, because he's such a vital player for the team. We haven't really got a quick and easy replacement for him. So I think we're going to reject all offers, and he is not going to go anywhere. Okay, I've had a transfer offer for Hiroki Tasaka. He's up for loan, if you remember, and it's from Bristol City, because Tasaka seems to be stuck. He's not growing at all, so we're going to try and loan him out, and when he comes back, hopefully that'll improve his potential, so he will start growing, because when you loan out players and they come back, their potential can change. So hopefully that'll work well. This is with Bristol City. They're in the division below us. They're in the Championship, and you want to make sure when you loan players out that you don't loan them to the same team that's in the same division as you, because then the players get affected by form, and if they play badly, then they won't grow very well. If you loan them to a team that's not in your division, they don't get affected by form, and so they grow a good amount, or default amount basically. So we're going to accept this offer of a loan to Bristol City, and hopefully when he comes back he will grow a bit more. Okay, so up next we have this game against Derby County in the Cup. We're going to try and pick ourselves up from that poor result against Aston Villa. Hopefully we can do a bit better this time. They are division below us, so hopefully it's going to be a bit better and we're going to get a good result. This game was very different to the last one. Barely a minute had gone by when I had my first chance. Some nice passing play almost resulted in a goal, and it was only a block at the last second that deflected it wide. From the resulting corner though, the ball dropped to Angelo Da Silva on the edge of the box, took a pot shot, and it somehow managed to worm its way into the goal. I was kind of surprised at that. It wasn't the strongest of shots. When I checked the replay, there was a massive crowd of players in the way, and it deflected off a defender. Goalkeeper's view was blocked, so there's no surprise really that it went in, and I was not going to complain. That was Da Silva's first goal in the FA Cup, and I think his first goal for the club, so that's good news for him. A hopeful ball forward, and Bennett somehow managed to latch onto the end of it, unlucky to hit the post there and not extend our lead to 2-0. So it was really good pressure from us early on, and it continued. I saw Bennett's run, lofted the ball over to him, and he beat the defender, and it was a good save from the goalkeeper that kept him out. So we were almost a couple of goals up by this point. I somehow managed to win a free kick on the edge of the box. When I looked at the replay, it was a very, very harsh decision. I thought it was a good tackle, but the free kick was blazed over. It was a real waste. But still, it was all about us, and then this happened. They were just out of nothing. Derby somehow managed to equalise and pull a goal back. I was really stunned by that. And then 2 minutes later, they almost grabbed a second. Some lax defending almost let them in. So I was determined that I was going to try and extend my lead here. A good shot from Bennett, parried wide by the goalkeeper, but from the resulting corner, Corey won the header and nodded it in to restore our lead, and we're now 2-1 up on the stroke of half time. It was an okay header, but the goalkeeper basically dived the wrong way and let it in, so it's two kind of scrappy goals, but still they all count, and we're back in front, winning 2-1, and Danny Corey's first goal in the FA Cup came in at half time, and I had 7 shots with 6 of them on target. Derby only had 1 shot on target, and it had gone in. It really was a complete dominance in this half. They were very fortunate that they had not conceded more goals, to be honest. So I was fairly pleased with my performance so far, but determined to get more goals. Bennett was always a threat, a good block there from the defender, stopping his shot getting on target, and from the corner the header was saved, so it wasn't an amazing chance, but we did keep the pressure on, and it was still all about us. A nice passing move though from Derby, and they almost got through. Somehow it didn't even hit the target. I was very lucky to get away from that one. They started to get desperate with their long balls, but a superb save from Brown, stretching to fingertip it away, out for a throw-in, and then Bong had a chance right near the death on his return from injury, but he could only hit the post. Wasn't to be, but then another chance fell his way right into stoppage time, struck it first time, but a good strong hand from the goalkeeper. So it was Bong's first game back from injury, but it wasn't to be a fairy tale return. He didn't get his goal, but we still won 2-1 with 10 shots and 9 of them on target. It was complete dominance. Derby only had 2 shots on target in the entire game. That scoreline really did flatter them. It could easily have been 5 or 6 to me. So they were very lucky to only lose 2-1, to be honest. In terms of performances, they're all fairly good. Danny Corey got the man of the match with an 8.0 rating. To be honest, I thought Bennett should have got man of the match. He really was superb. It was Bong's return, but he was completely overshadowed by Bennett. He was a real thorn in their side. Wallace got a 7.8, Brown was very good with a 7.1, and Da Silva got a 7.5. So some very decent performances all over the pitch really, and a very comprehensive win, 2-1 against Derby in the Cup. Straight after the game, we've had this message from Ajay Boateng saying that he would like a wage increase. So this is kind of a bad time because I haven't got a huge amount of funds and it's in the transfer window. So let's go and have a look at how much he wants. Okay, so Ajay Boateng is currently on £8,000 a week and he would like £20,000, which means we need to increase his salary by £12,000, and we currently have £7,600 in our wage budget, so we're going to have to adjust the budget, but it's going to take a big chunk out of our transfer budget, which is not so good. So let's go and have a look at what kind of difference that's going to make. Okay, so in order to get £12,000 that we need to increase his wages, we're going to be left with £388,000 in transfer budget and pretty much nothing in wages. So the annoying thing is that basically means we're going to find it really difficult to find in any players, bring in any players at all, with that kind of budget. It looks like we're going to have to be limited to bringing players in on loan, and even then I'm not sure how much we can afford. So, but we don't really want to piss off Ajay Boateng because he's such an important player for the team. He's one of our best players, very good winger. So we don't want him to leave, especially now in the January transfer window. If he gets annoyed, teams could start putting bids in for him, and we don't want that to happen. So we want to give him a better wage packet, and like I said, we're just going to have to see how much money we've got left and whether we can afford anyone after he has had his wages increased. So I've been thinking about trying to make some money, and I was listening to what you guys are saying in the comments, and one thing that was picked up on was that I should get rid of all my real players and just have scouted and regen players. There are a couple of real players that I at the moment want to keep hold of. For example, Winter, he's a good centre back, got decent pace and good strength as well. He's a useful player to have in there. As well as that, we have Wallace on right midfield, who is a very good player, decent pace and some good stats in there, and also he's rated 72, so he's one of my better players. But we do have a couple of fullbacks who aren't particularly amazing that we could get rid of. Butler is one of them, rated 65, not incredible stats in there. And as well as that, we have East, rated 63. The thing about this guy that I like is he has 81 strength and 84 sprint speed. That's a really good combination to have in defence. That can really help, even though his technical stats aren't really very good. So if you reckon I should get rid of any of these real players, do let me know in the comments below, and I will take it on board. If you guys think I should or I shouldn't, just leave a like if you see a comment that you reckon is good on that matter, and I'll have a look around for some good replacements for these players and see if I can find anyone. Okay, so we've had a couple of transfer offers in here. First up, we have Frederick Mathis, and the offer is from Shrewsbury Town for a loan. So I'm going to say yes to that one because they're not in our division, so we will accept that one. And then up next, we have a loan offer for Brad Knight from Millwall. Again, gonna accept that one, send him out on loan, and hopefully he will start growing when he comes back. Okay, and a piece of good news, Ajay Boateng has accepted his contract, so that's good. It does mean that he's happy now, but it also means that we are seriously low on funds. So like I said, if there's anyone you think that I should sell to raise some money, let me know in the comments. So up next we have this game against Newcastle. That is all for today's episode though, I have run out of time. But if you do have any suggestions of players I should get rid of, especially if they're real players or any players really that you think I should sell in order to raise some funds, let me know in the comments. And then if you have any ideas on what positions need strengthening, let me know that as well. Any players you've seen perhaps in my shortlist or anything like that who you think look good, let me know, and I'll get on that as soon as I can, because I've got a feeling that I need to improve some areas. I've got a pretty good team, but I can do with improving bits here and there, so let me know what you think in the comments as well. The scouting goal contest this month is on the best midfielders aged 18 or under. That also includes left and right wingers, just to be clear on that. So if you found a really good player that matches that description, take a picture when they are in the youth academy or just after they've been promoted, then you can send that to @FIFA Scouting using the hashtag ScoutingGod on Twitter, or you can send it to facebook.com/FIFA Scouting Tips, or you can submit a link to the image in the comments below, or you can submit it on FIFAscoutingtips.com. Just try and make sure there's no growth on any of the players. That just keeps it fair for everyone. That ends at the end of August, so you've got plenty of time left on that one, so there's no excuse not to find a really good midfielder by the end of the month. So keep all your feedback coming as well with anything that I'm doing on my channel. I am running a survey, as you probably already know. There'll be a link in the comment, in the description, so you can tell me exactly what you want me to do next. That'll be in the description. So yeah, keep all your feedback coming as well. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Good opportunity, but again, another massive Bong hit after the last game. Bong getting a huge elbow in the face there. I don't know what it is about him, but he seems to be a marked man.